I know you've been spending hours trying to perfect your thumbnail and you're frustrated because your click-through rate is still trash. Most people think that thumbnails and titles create emotion, but in reality, it's a belief that creates an emotion. So most times it's not a thumbnail design problem, it's a pairing problem. I want to share with you 5 thumbnail triggers that's going to get people to actually click on your videos, what each one does to your viewer's brain, and exactly what titles to pair them with. So have you ever scrolled past a thumbnail and got a sudden jolt, like, whoa, am I doing something wrong? That's what I call the threat trigger. Now, the threat trigger doesn't just grab your attention. It causes you to feel a little bit of doubt and fear, specifically the fear of wasting time, being behind, am I missing something, doubting your ability, doubting what you've been doing. And that fear and that doubt is what makes someone stop scrolling. So here's a real example. The thumbnail says, stop posting. Like, why would I stop posting? Oh, that's what you're supposed to do to grow on YouTube, right? Then the title comes behind it and says, the new way to get more views. Now notice the thumbnail says absolutely nothing about views. It doesn't explain anything, gives no context. All it does is threaten your current behavior. And then the title comes in and saves the day. Here's the escape route. Here's the new way. And together they create one belief. What I'm doing right now isn't working, and this video has the answer. So to use the threat trigger, your thumbnail needs to threaten something your viewer currently believes or does. And your title needs to point to the new path, not repeat the threat. That's a big mistake a lot of creators make, is they repeat what's in their thumbnail in their title. In this instance, the thumbnail kills the old belief and the title provides a new path. And real quick, I built a free tool for myself called 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐞. Basically, it's a shortcut to everything you're going to learn in this video. You plug in your topic, you plug in your audience, and it generates 5 to 10 thumbnail and title pairs that create one belief. I've linked it below. Let's move on. All right, now have you ever seen a thumbnail and thought, yo, this is huge? That's what I call the power trigger. And where the threat trigger creates fear, the power trigger creates hope and excitement. It makes the viewer feel like they're about to get access to something that's going to unlock a real opportunity for them. So here's an example. The thumbnail says, sell anything. The title says $100 million worth of sales knowledge in 19 minutes. So the thumbnail here makes a bold claim. The title makes it feel massive and accessible at the same time. And together they create this belief that there's a huge opportunity here and it's going to be easier to get to than I think. So to use the power trigger, your thumbnail has to state a bold claim. Then the title comes behind that and makes the reward feel real and reachable. You're not clickbaiting them here, you're not hyping them up, but what you are doing is you're making this opportunity feel legitimate and possible. All right, this next trigger is the most effective I've seen for generating leads on YouTube. Have you ever seen a thumbnail and thought this shouldn't feel this easy? That's what we call the shortcut trigger. So here's an example. The thumbnail says, feels like cheating. The title says, how social media algorithms actually work. So the thumbnail here creates this thought that I'm about to get an unfair advantage. And then the title comes around and gives that feeling substance and credibility. Together, they create this belief that I'm about to learn something that most people don't know, and it's going to be effortless or easy. So with the shortcut trigger, your thumbnail needs to feel like you're letting somebody in on a secret. And then your title comes around and gives that credibility and substance. All right, so have you ever seen a thumbnail and immediately your brain just starts picking sides? That's what we call the comparison trigger. And it works because your brain literally cannot ignore a decision that needs to be made. So here's an example. The thumbnail says 25,000 versus 2,500. The title says Turkey versus USA hair replacement, cost, pain, and travel. So this thumbnail creates this tension between two options. The title tells them exactly what they're comparing, and then it raises the stakes on choosing wrong. And together they create this belief that I need to know which one is right before I make a mistake. So to create the comparison trigger, your thumbnail has to put two things in opposition. Your title names what's actually being decided. So you're not creating curiosity here, but what you are creating is something called decision anxiety, and that is just as powerful. Now, this last trigger is the most straightforward one, but it's the one that most people get wrong. Have you ever seen a thumbnail and felt, man, I'm late? Like everybody else already knows this. I missed out on this. That's what we call the urgency trigger. And it doesn't just create FOMO. It makes not taking action feel like a big mistake. Here's an example. The thumbnail says, buy gold now. And the title says the investment 99% of Americans don't own. So the thumbnail is creating this immediate pressure. And then the title makes the cost of not knowing feel real. So together they create the belief that if I keep scrolling, I'm going to regret it. So to create the urgency trigger, your thumbnail needs to signal that the window is closing. Your title makes missing out on it feel like a real loss. So we're not creating pressure, we're not manufacturing pressure, so to speak, but what you are doing is you're making the stakes of not taking action visible. All right, now you understand what most creators don't. It's not about designing a better thumbnail, focusing all your time on contrast and colors and the size of your words and your facial expression. Those things are important, but it is about understanding what belief your thumbnail is triggering and making sure it's paired correctly with your title. Put it like this. If your thumbnail and your title aren't working together, it's like having a lock with the wrong key. It looks right, but that key's not going to open that lock. And if you want to put this all together in seconds, 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐞, my free tool, is linked in the description. You just put in your topic, your audience, and it will give you 5 to 10 title and thumbnail pairs built on this exact system. And if you want to go deeper, because the thumbnail is only half the equation, I broke down the title side in my last video. I cover every title type, how it works psychologically, and how to write them. That video is linked right here. Go get it. Peace.